Hello and welcome to the very first episode of Mama's Moments of Growth. I'm Patience.
And I'm Mercy. We're so excited to have you on this beautiful journey of rediscovery, empowerment and connection.
I'm so happy to launch this podcast today because it has been a long time in the making. These podcasts will be born out of quiet reflections that we both had, having discussions about motherhood and, its challenges. And we recognize that this might not always be shared amongst people. And there's a gap for mothers to feel empowered and encouraged on a day-to-day basis. And we also realize that motherhood you're always evolving, you're always growing, and it's important to celebrate those tiny moments or the big moments of growth. So that's why we wanted to make these podcasts.
Yep.
We're both mothers of children between the ages of 3 and 7, and I can remember when I first became a mother how overwhelmed I felt. It was also sweet moments in there. I mean, there's things that they don't tell you when you become a mother. Mm-hmm. But you know what? Actually, we're going to talk about that later on. So stay tuned for more podcasts. But one thing I do appreciate during my journey of motherhood and still in my journey of motherhood is having that just great support system for people to just help.
You're right. There are some things that they don't often tell you in motherhood, but there are some things that they do say. And one thing that I always remember is the fact that they say that it takes a village, to raise your children.
It does.
And for me personally, I didn't fully appreciate that until I became mum myself. One thing that we do have to realize is sometimes, yes, it takes a village to raise your children, but you may not always have that village.
Yeah.
So, where you can ask questions, you can ask for support, you can have the village that can encourage you, especially during motherhood, because it is a tough journey. Mm-hmm. It's not always straightforward. Even if you read a manual, even if you read a book, it's not always going to be like that. Yeah. There are times whereby in the journey that things change, things happen, circumstances happen, and it could be tough. And how to navigate that, it would be helpful if you had that community or that village.
Yeah.
I mean, for me, no one told me the transition between having the first child and second child. So luckily for me, I did have that support in the village to help me transition between my first and my second, especially when it came to being a mum of 2. It was very, very key for me. And in this day and age, that village support can come in different forms. That thing I realized, it come in the form of a community, a podcast, your friendship groups, your church group, anywhere. Literally, it can come, in different forms.
I think that's important what you said about the fact that not everybody might have that village. So there's importance that you should create that village and be intentional in motherhood. It can be a lonely journey, but it's important to also take steps in finding that support.
Yeah.
Well, that's one of the aims of Mama's Moments of Growth, is that we want to create that place that you can come and get that support. We might not have it all, but that community kind of feeling for you, that's what we hope to give.
Yep.
So whether you are listening from your car or your kitchen or during your child's nap time, we want this space to feel like a warm cup of tea with a trusted friend.
We live in a world where, we often celebrate the bloom, the highs, the excitements, the joys, but we rarely talk about the soil, the messy, dark, quiet moments where growth actually begin. And as mothers, we know this truth all too well. I mean, imagine a seed buried in the soil. It's hidden, it's quiet, but inside there's movement.
That seed is us. As mothers, our growth often happens in the dark, unseen moments, the sleepless nights, the quiet doubts, the brave decisions. Whether you're navigating sleepless nights, career transition, emotional changes, or just trying to remember who you are beyond being a mama, this is the space for you.
Mama's Moments of Growth is about reclaiming your identity, redefining your rhythm, and also recognizing that your growth matters. It's a reminder that you are allowed to evolve despite being a mum.
Mama's Moments of Growth, otherwise known as MMOG, is a community, a space for mothers to rise together.
Believe that you can be an amazing mother and still chase your dreams.
Yep.
It's not about choosing between motherhood and growth. It's about choosing both.
Yes. We're not here to give you one size fits all solution. We're here to journey with you through podcasts like these.
Because behind every mother is a woman with dreams, talents, untold stories, and unlimited potential.
You can say that again.
Every episode, we will unpack topics that matter to you, be it through identity, career, wellness, or self-care. For example, stories of growth from other mamas, practical tips for emotional, spiritual, and professional wellness, and create moments that feel like socks.
I like that. Some episodes will feature guests, others will just be the two of us, sharing wisdom and encouragement. We'll laugh, we might cry, but most importantly, we'll grow together.
And guess what? You don't have to be perfect, you just have to be present.
Present! Take a moment and ask yourself, where in my life do I feel buried? But maybe, just maybe, I am being planted.
Growth isn't always loud or obvious. Sometimes it's silent, sometimes uncomfortable, but it is still growth. Ask yourself, what part of me have I placed on pause? Maybe it's the artist in you. Maybe it's the entrepreneur. Maybe it's the woman who used to dance in the kitchen, write poetry, or even dream big at 3 a.m.
Wherever she is, I promise she is not lost. She is just waiting.
And this podcast, it's your gentle nudge to begin again.
Nudge, nudge. Thank you for joining us on this first step of the journey.
So whether you're folding laundry, driving on a school pickup, or finally having that 5 minutes of stillness, know this.
You are worthy of your own growth. You're not just someone's mother.
You are still someone. And here at Mama's Moments of Growth, we see you. We want to see you grow and evolve.
So make sure you subscribe, share with a fellow mother who needs to hear it. And if you feel moved, leave us a review. We'd love to hear how you're growing. Ain't that right, Mercy?
Yes, it is. And until next time, remember, the bloom is beautiful, but this journey is sacred.
Bye for now.